Filipino fishermen head out before dawn into deep, icy black waters. Their target? The giant oarfish, the ocean's ghost, usually found 200 to 1,000 meters down. The pressure is crushing, the cold unforgiving. On the surface, the line shudders, hands clamp tight in silence. Then a ribbon of silver rises from the dark, beautiful, unreal, and dangerous.
A vast, deep blue void holds faint light shafts and drifting particles, setting the episode tone at depth. A red ring jelly pulses slowly in open water, tiny against blue depth, with calm, natural motion.
Mid-water particles shimmer like stars as light fades to near black, keeping the opening purely epic and quiet.
A stingray glides in silence and vanishes into haze, reinforcing scale before the giant oarfish appear.
2 to 3 giant oarfish glide side by side, ribbon bodies undulating, red dorsal fins streaming, calm and untouched.
A giant oarfish passes close, silver body shimmering, red crest rays visible, long pelvic filaments trailing naturally.
3 oarfish drift in loose formation, turning slowly as particles swirl. No chase and no tension.
Giant oarfish rise slightly toward faint light, dorsal fins ripple, then settle back into deeper blue. A distant moray eel peers from a rock crevice far below, then the view returns to free oarfish mid-water.
Giant oarfish weave past a pulsing jelly at distance, maintaining calm spacing and smooth ribbon undulation.
One oarfish rolls gently, flashing silver scales, then straightens, dorsal fin red line crisp along the body. Wide shot, 2 oarfish silhouettes cross light shafts, tiny against the open water column, still untouched. 3 oarfish hold station in a gentle current, red dorsal fin rays vibrating subtly, no gear anywhere. Final free school beat, oarfish bank away into deeper darkness, ribbons narrowing into blue haze.
2 giant oarfish drift beneath fading light, dorsal fins glowing red before disappearing into blue-black water.
Men slice oily bait and thread hooks on branch lines, keeping motion's control as cold spray hits hard.
Tubs of mainline and branch lines sit staged, floats and plain buoys, ready for a clean and industrial set. Hydraulic hauler and fair leads get inspected, knots tested, and safety ropes staged for heavy swell conditions.
Crew clips branch lines to snaps, verifies hook points, and secures bait coolers before the longline set begins.
Crew checks coils and floats, then moves into position, preparing to set the longline with strict steady pace.
From high above, the full 150-meter vessel rides long swells alone, bow spray flashing and wake stretching behind.
Rugged men drop baited hooks over the rail, branch lines snapping tight as swell lifts the stern. Bait and branch lines feed into dark water in steady cadence, buoys following as spray lashes the deck.
A giant oarfish notices a baited hook and approaches cautiously, ribbon body undulating as particles drift around. 2 giant oarfish circle the bait, dorsal fins streaming as long pelvic filaments trail in calm, controlled motion. Small fish dart at bait while a giant oarfish aligns its mouth, holding position as the hook swings gently. A giant oarfish flares crest rays and closes in, the hook clearly visible as the bait drifts inches away. Mouth opens and bait centers, hook point visible as leader slack vanishes and tension begins forming in deep blue.
Hook catches at the mouth corner and leader snaps taut, the giant oarfish surging with sudden, raw power.
The giant oarfish whips its ribbon body, dorsal fin rippling red as leader stays taut and bubbles trail behind. A taut leader drags the giant oarfish upward, body twisting as silver flashes and fin rays vibrate under strain. Near the surface, the hooked oarfish surges toward light, hook at mouth corner as leader stays tight.
The giant oarfish breaches at the rail with hook at mouth corner, leader tight as spray explodes. Crew braces at the hauler as longline tension surges, spray slamming the rail in growing heavy swell.
A hooked giant oarfish thrashes beside the hull, hook visible at mouth corner as leader stays tight in foam.
One clear-headed oarfish fights at the hull, hook at mouth corner as crew strains on tail rope in spray. The giant oarfish comes aboard and lands straight on wet steel, hook still visible as crew keeps safe distance.
A giant oarfish writhes on deck, red dorsal fin fluttering as leader stays taut and spray keeps washing steel.
A single-tail oarfish slides toward the aerated tank, hook at mouth corner as crew controls its long ribbon body.
The giant oarfish settles in aerated seawater, bubbles roaring as the tank sloshes with ship roll.
Men slice fresh bait and rethread hooks, clipping branch lines as wind rises and the deck keeps rolling hard.
A red ring jelly pulses in deep blue, offering a calm beat before the next brutal pull on the long line. A mottled moray eel peers from rock shadow far below, then fades as the ocean returns to open blue. A stingray glides past slowly and vanishes into haze, letting tension reset before the next oarfish battle.
Men brew strong coffee, mugs steaming as the ship sways and engine hum stays steady.
Simple breakfast cooks in a pan, steam rising while men talk and laugh in warm light.
Hands slice bread and butter, rough fingers steady as mugs clink and stainless counters gleam. A cook stirs stew, keeping it simple while storm noise thumps beyond the bulkhead with strict realism and steady pacing.
Coffee refills from a metal pot. Tired faces relax briefly before returning to the deck. Men share rice and canned food, friendly chatter soft as the vessel sways in heavy swell. A pan sizzles with leftovers. Warm light fights cold outside, while men eat quickly with strict realism and steady pacing.
Men laugh and point at rolling motion, then pull on gloves and jackets for work.
A kettle hisses, mugs fill again, and the break ends as footsteps head for deck. Plates stack and counters wipe clean. Men stand and move out with calm focus, with strict realism and steady pacing. In warm galley light, tired men stack plates and refill coffee while the hull sways. High above at night, the 150-meter vessel rides huge swells alone, floodlights cutting spray cleanly.
High above at night, the ship pitches on steep swell, wake breaking into foam streaks across black water.
Under floodlights, crew clips line into the hauler as spray flashes and waves lift the stern hard.
A baited hook drifts in blue-black water, particles glittering as night fishing tension builds quietly. A giant oarfish appears at night and circles the baited hook, dorsal fin red line faint in darkness.
High above in storm night, the full 150-meter ship pitches as a breaking wave explodes into foam around it.
Hook catches at mouth corner at night, leader tight as the giant oarfish surges with violent ribbon motion.
Night deck strain shows line tension at the hauler, spray blowing sideways as men brace in heavy waves.
A giant oarfish breaches beside the hull at night, ribbon arched as floodlights turn spray into white fire.
Tail rope guides the long oarfish over rail at night, controlled landing with hook visible and leader tight.
Crew uses long pliers to back the hook from oarfish mouth corner, waves rocking the deck.
A giant oarfish writhes on wet steel at night, dorsal fin fluttering as crew controls movement carefully.
Crew lays the oarfish straight into crushed ice, careful handling under floodlights as waves keep hammering outside.
Men rebait hooks and work again at night, wind louder as spray grows heavier across the working stern.
Pre-dawn from high above, Black Sea heaves as the vessel wake glows pale, holding course through heavy swell. At dawn, soaked gloves grip taut line at the hauler as spray washes the deck in rough rolling swell.
Another giant oarfish approaches the baited hook as small fish dart, hook clearly visible in cold blue water.
Hook at mouth corner stays tight as the oarfish whips its ribbon body hard, dorsal fin rippling red under strain. Crew fights line at the hauler, sweat and spray mixing as waves slam the rail harder each minute.
A hooked oarfish surges beside the hull, hook visible as leader stays tight and foam bursts in spray.
Tail rope guides the long body over rail, controlled landing as men strain, and the stern keeps rolling hard. The oarfish writhes on deck, dorsal fin fluttering as men control movement carefully and keep anatomy correct.
Multiple giant oarfish show inside bubbling tank as water sloshes under roll, keeping the catch alive briefly.
A red ring jelly pulses in stillness, giving a brief calm beat before the next brutal pull begins.
Crew rebaits hooks fast as wind grows louder and spray turns heavier across the working stern deck.
Leader drags the oarfish under strain, body twisting as bubbles trail and dorsal fin ripples red in blue water.
Hooked giant oarfish breaches, then dives hard, leader tight as spray and bubbles trail behind. Men use all strength at the hauler, rope tension clear as the long line sings under extreme load in spray. Men brace at the hauler as the line surges, deck rolling hard under cold spray.
Several giant oarfish lie straight in crushed ice, aligned head to tail as the deck crew keeps strict order.
Branch lines clip down and hauler locks after the final run, gear secured while swell stays high but cleaner.
High above, storm begins easing as swells run cleaner, the full ship holding steady course across open ocean. Crew checks iced holds and tank systems. Exhausted faces calm as the hard battle finally slows down.
A distant free oarfish glides far behind as a tiny ribbon in blue haze.
Men stand in spray and secure ropes and tools, ocean still rolling beyond rail as the fight finally ends.
Crew celebrates beside a pile of giant oarfish on ice, red dorsal fins visible as cold spray fades.
Rows of iced giant oarfish fill the deck as men raise fists briefly, then return to strict cold chain work.
Men rinse giant oarfish clean with hoses, non-graphic handling keeping bodies straight and fins intact on deck.
Giant oarfish lie straight in insulated totes with crushed ice, lids closing as straps tighten for transport.
High above, the full ship runs toward coast in calmer swell, late daylight catching the long wake behind.
At sunset, tired men rest along the rail after the long trip, sipping coffee as gentle swells glow orange.
High above at sunset, the full vessel glides toward port, orange light reflecting on smoother wake and calmer swells.
Plain insulated boxes roll into a luxury kitchen, male staff moving fast to keep the cold chain unbroken.
A male chef opens iced boxes to reveal giant oarfish, then preps clean portions with calm, controlled precision.
Male chefs plate elegant courses under warm light, keeping motions precise and the setting quiet and upscale.
Adult men dine in quiet luxury, raising glasses briefly as the meal celebrates a rare deep-sea catch.
A final plating pass shows glossy sauce and perfect portions, hands steady under warm light with no labels visible.
After service, male staff wipe counters and stack trays as steam fades, closing the restaurant sequence calmly.
Back on ship, men secure tubs and hooks, coil ropes, and cover gear with calm focus for the next run.
High above, the full vessel leaves port toward open water, wake clean as the horizon clears for a new run.
Men wash the steel deck and stack empty totes, coiling lines neatly as the ocean rolls behind the rail.
Crew counts cash bundles and smiles, sunburned faces relaxed after the long voyage, and high-value delivery. Men hold thick stacks of cash and laugh, then store money safely as the vessel steadies in gentle swell.
From high above, the 150-meter vessel heads back to open sea, wake trailing long as a new journey begins.
A giant oarfish leaps at the surface in golden light, then splashes down to end the episode cleanly.